Hello everyone. So in this session, we are going to discuss Kubernetes cluster setup. So how we can set up Kubernetes cluster? So for Kubernetes, yes, no, Kubernetes cluster, we can set up in multiple ways. You can set up Kubernetes cluster setup multiple ways. First one is a self-managed, self-managed setup. Yes, no. Self-managed means where you are managing, yes, no, self-managed Kubernetes cluster setup. So there are two types setup we can say. We can categorize setup in two ways. One is a self-managed and another is a managed Kubernetes cluster. It means someone is responsible. Just you are responsible to use. You not need to take care to managing those cluster. But in case of self-managed cluster, you need to manage your cluster. Yes, no. So for self-managed cluster, yes, no, we can use like Minikube. Yes, no. Minikube, using Minikube, you can install Minikube in your local machine. So Minikube basically allow to create one single node cluster. You can use single node cluster using Minikube. So you can install Minikube here in your machine. Yes, no. And if you want to run Kubernetes cluster in your local machine, you can check here, go to the Google, and here you can type Minikube setup on Windows. So you can check it. This is a install, yes, no, Kubernetes also. You can install Kubernetes option and you can install Kubernetes. You can check here as based on your operating system. Yes, no, you want to set up on which machine in Linux, yeah, the Windows machine. So you can set up in your Windows machine and you can read all the instruction. Here all the instruction is given how you can install, yes, no, Kubernetes. And now here you can check here. One is just a Minikube. So Minikube, you can check it how you can install Minikube. So you can read here also. Minikube is a local Kubernetes that is a focusing on making it an easy way to learn and develop for Kubernetes. So if you want to set up your Kubernetes architecture in your local machine, you can set up using Minikube. So Minikube is simple. We can say Minikube is a local Kubernetes. Okay, very important point. All you need a Docker, yes, no container. So before installing Minikube, what you require? You require Docker container, yeah, virtual machine environment. Okay, so here you can check here. These are steps is given. You can follow this link. Nothing you need to do. You need to follow the installation steps. Based on operating system, you can select and you can install. So just yes, no. Once your Minikube is started, okay, so open the command prompt. You can go to the command prompt. In the command prompt, yes, no. Okay, once Minikube is installed, yes, no. So you can type command like Minikube version, yes, no. If you want to check the Minikube version. Okay, so command is wrong. What is the command name? Minikube version. I want to check Minikube version. So here you can check here. I have already installed. So you nothing need to do. Just follow this instruction. Here all the step is given. You can follow this instruction. You can download and you can install. And to confirm, once you have installed, if you want to confirm whether Minikube is installed or not installed, you can type the command Minikube version. Now you have, once it's showing yes, no, Minikube version, it means now you have Minikube in your local machine. Okay, so if you have created one cluster in your local machine and Minikube will provide single node clusters. Okay, if you want to start your Minikube, so there is a command, yes, no, if you want to start your cluster, so you can type command Minikube start. You need to type the command Minikube start. Okay, before starting, if you want to check your status of your Minikube, if you type Minikube status, so you can check here. If you type the status, you can check here. Actually, in my case, yes, no, Minikube is running. In my case, Minikube is running. You can check here. Type is control plane. Host is running. Kubelet. You can check API server. You can check kube config. So you can check here. Once you type minikube status, okay. So in my case, already minikube is running. But before checking the status, you need to do start your minikube. If you have already not started minikube, so first you need to start. How you can start? Minikube start command. You can type this command and press enter. It will start your minikube. So this is one is the first step. Yes, no. You can use self-managed cluster. So one is the minikube, and one you otherwise you can use KUBERNETES. So this actually will provide node cluster. It will provide multi-node cluster. So this is a self-managed cluster. But now you have managed cluster also available, managed Kubernetes cluster, managed Kubernetes cluster. So now in cloud computing, yes, no, there are several cloud services is available like AWS, GCP, Azure. Now they will provide managed services, Kubernetes cluster managed service. Like AWS will provide one managed service, EKS, AWS EKS, Elastic Kubernetes. And now Azure also will provide one service, Azure AKS. You can use AKS service to create and manage cluster. GCP also will provide GKE service. IBM will provide also IBM IKE. So these are self-managed services. You can go to the cloud, yes, no, just like in AWS, GCP, any cloud environment, and there you can use those services to create a cluster. So nothing you need to set up anything. They will take care everything. Okay, so if you want to test in cloud, you can test in cloud. Otherwise, for demo purpose or learning purpose, yeah, you can, yes, no, install, yes, no, in your local machine Minikube, and where you can learn and you can understand Kubernetes. So I hope it's clear how we can set up the Kubernetes cluster. Thank you.